Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name's Jake Reilly and today we're reviewing this Alfa Romeo Giulia. Alright guys, so like I mentioned, I'm with the 2017 Alfa Romeo Giulia TI in Monza Red. This is not the performance edition, this is the cheaper version, but you still get a lot of bang for your buck. I think this car looks really great, especially in the front end. Let's walk over here and check it out. But today I'm going to give you an in-depth review of this car. I'm going to take it on a short little drive. Here's the front end. I just think it looks really nice. It has the signature Alfa Romeo grill there. But I want to give a big thank you to Foreign Cars Italia here for letting me do this review. I reviewed a Mustang GT350 at this dealership a few weeks ago. Go check that video out, but I will include all of their information here. They're a great dealership and a lot of really nice guys here, so I want to thank them for letting me review this. And I'm also reviewing a Mercedes C63, so subscribe to watch that later. But yeah, let's jump into this review. I'm going to start with the exterior and work my way inside. Alright guys, so starting with the exterior on this 2017 Alfa Romeo Giulia. So I'm editing the video right now and I tried to correct the audio as much as I could, but it was super windy out and I was just using my iPhone to film this. So the audio is really terrible. So I'm gonna do a quick voiceover on this part of the video of me talking about the front end so that you kind of get a rough idea of what's going on because the wind was terrible. So this is just the base model of the Alfa Romeo. There is a high performance version called the Quadrifoglio that has a 6-cylinder, but this is just the turboed 4-cylinder. So let's start up here with the front end of the car. So at this point, I'm talking about the front end design. That little triangle in the front is really, it's Alfa Romeo's style. All of their cars, the 4C, the 8C, they all have this style front end. Even the Stelvio has this front end. Right now I'm talking about the headlights of the car. They were really nice. They did have a little indentation in them that said Alfa Romeo, which I thought was really a nice touch. It's not something you'd really notice, but it looked good. And now I'm talking about the wheels on the car. So because this is the base model, you are getting these base wheels. They're 18-inch in the front and the rear. They're not the best looking, but I mean, they are what they are. All right, guys, so under the hood here, we do have a turbo 4-cylinder making 280 horsepower. It's not the most impressive. This is the base model of the car, so nothing really crazy, but the price of this is really well, and this car is more focused on the handling and everything. But even though this car only has 280 horsepower, it does weigh 3,500 pounds, and so that can take it from 0 to 60 miles an hour and right around 5.1 seconds. So it's still a pretty quick car, and it's exotic, as we'll show in the inside. It is definitely kind of like a Ferrari type car. But yeah, let's head onto the back and the side of this car, and then we'll go inside and show you where it really shines. All right, so as you can tell, that exhaust note, I mean, it's not the most impressive, but this is a 4-cylinder turbo, so it's all right. It might be a little bit better when we're driving it. But this is the key here, and I want to show you something interesting. So if you lock the car, so it's locked now, and then you press this button, so it's got remote start, which I think is a really nice feature that they included in this. Obviously, at this price point, you're gonna expect that in a car, but it's just something interesting. I haven't had it in any of my cars because I have a manual, but it's still really cool to see it. So the car can warm up right now, and then you just get in and you press the button, all the electronics come on. So yeah, let's head to talking about more of the exterior. So now I'm talking about the side of the car. This is a sedan, as you can see, so you can fit people in the back. It does have a decent amount of space in the back, and it is a bench seat, so you can fit 5 people. So the last thing I talk about on this clip is the fact that I'm 6 foot, and I don't think I'd be able to sit behind myself in this car. There's not enough space. But now we're going to head to the inside of the car. Okay, so sitting inside the Alfa Romeo Giulia, it's a really nice place to be. And as you can tell right here, actually, when I turn on the car, my seat gets moved forward. And when you shut it off and open the door, it'll move back so you have more space to get out of the car. But overall, this is a really nice place to be. There's leather everywhere. You have wood paneling, some silver. It's just a really nice place. Everything, it seems like an Italian sports car. And this is a daily driver sedan that you could take anywhere. The steering wheel, it is very gimmicky. It feels like something in a more expensive car. You have the push button start stop on the steering wheel, and the paddle shifters in this car are massive. I don't really see a reason for them to be this big other than showing off to your friends. The back seats seem fairly usable. I'm 6 foot, like I mentioned. I don't think I'd be able to fit back there. You have a normal rear view mirror. You have visors with mirrors, and you do have a sunroof in the front and the rear, which I think is a really cool addition. The menu and the infotainment in here, it's pretty easy to get used to. You have radio, media, you can connect your phone, car, and settings, which is really nice. You just have a single dial here that controls everything. And then you do have a button that you can press here that softens the dampening on the shocks. So that's really cool. You can turn that on and off. And then you do have different drive modes, which I think is really cool. We'll keep it in dynamic for now. I think it changes the exhaust tone. You do have a BMW-ish shifter here. It looks very much like a BMW. I don't know if it comes from there, but it is nice. You do have a decent amount of storage. It's not ridiculous, but it works for the car. So I'm gonna go take this out on a drive now, tell you how it is on the road, and we'll go through some of the drive modes and everything. But yeah, that's the inside of the car. All right, so I'm inside the Alfa Romeo Giulia now. Like I did mention, this is a 4-cylinder turbo, so it's nothing really crazy. Shifts really well, and it's just a nice car to be in. It's really quiet in here, and you have the suspension button you can press here, which softens up the dampers a little bit. I can't tell too much of a difference right here though, but we'll circle around and do a small little pull, and then that'll be it for the video. But yeah, thanks for watching again, and huge shout out to Foreign Cars Italia for letting me review this. All right, so inside I put it in manual mode so you can use these really large paddles, but we'll just do a small pull right here. First gear. I mean, for a 4-cylinder, it's definitely pretty quick, and it feels sporty with the transmission and the big paddles and everything. But yeah, overall, pretty decent car for, especially this one's at $26,000. I think it's a pretty good deal for $26,000. So I'm editing the video right now, and I realized I didn't have much of an outro, so I just want to do a quick outro talking about this car and my final thoughts. After driving this, and later in the day I drove a C63S, I do think that this car isn't the best compared to its competitors. $26,000, it's a good amount of money. You can definitely get cars that are faster. The interior definitely holds up to $26,000, but the performance and the fact that it's a 4-cylinder turbo, it's lacking a lot. And the transmission wasn't too good. The paddles did feel good, but it didn't shift too quick. So overall, it's a subtle car if you're not too focused on straight line speed, but I feel like you probably should care. It's an Alfa Romeo, it should be fast. So those are my overall thoughts. Once again, thank you for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe because I will have the Mercedes C63S AMG video up fairly soon. I also have a few more reviews in the works. And another announcement for the channel is in about a week, I'm going to the Geneva International Motor Show. So I should have a ton of videos from that. That's where Pagani, Bugatti, Koenigsegg, all these places reveal their cars. Like Rimac Concept 2 is going to be there. So stay tuned for some of that with some really great cars. And yeah, thank you again for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, give a like and leave a comment down below. I'll see you in the next video.